Hey, what's up, 2P Race fans? Just want to give a little shout out. I was driving to work. Kid's got his phone out, hanging out the window, showing me. Guess he's seen the sticker on the back of the window and subscribed to the channel. So shout out to him. I don't know who you are, but that's pretty cool, man. Well, howdy ho, 2P Race fans. It's Saturday. Should be racing, but we're not because we're still waiting on the gear for the race car. Should be in this coming week. It might be a later part of the week, but it should be in, I think, Friday, they said. I'm hoping so. If it does come in Friday, it won't take very long to put it in, and we will be ready to rip again. Let's see here. We have the Iowa car. Check this out, folks. Been a long time since you've seen the Iowa car cleaned off. There's a reason for it. So, I found, got my 2-barrel cleaned up. I gotta get this cleaned up. It's got some, I don't know, paint or something on it. Probably from when I painted the garage. But anyways, I gotta get this cleaned up. It's my 2-barrel adapter from Wears, whatever it is. Supposed to be the latest and greatest, I don't know. Anyways, I found the adapter in case I want to switch out the 4-barrel and put the 2-barrel on there to reduce, I know it's crazy to say this, but to reduce some horsepower. I might do that. From what I'm understanding is one of the few issues that racers run into is I've got too much horsepower. I bought this engine off of a guy over in Illinois, and boy, it's a ripper. Yeah, from my understanding is I got too much horsepower and torque. So, well, it's better to have too much than not enough, I guess, because I could take it away. I could take a degree of timing out and probably lose 50 horsepower or something, or whatever it is. I don't know. But I could put that 2-barrel on there and drop down the horsepower a little bit more if I need to, which I might. It seems that way since I get awful squirrely and I spin tires a lot. Real easy. No matter what I do. So, just a quick recap. We did add 60 pounds of weight. Okay, let's see if we can take a look at it real quick. I added 60 pounds of weight. So I've already got this weight up there. But I added 60 pounds of weight right here. This bar is 60 pounds. It is more on the left side, but it does go over towards the center of the rear end. So, I was looking to add a little bit more side, I think. And I'll put a little bit more weight over on this side, on the left side. I've got to sell a few things, man. I've got to sell, let's see here, what do I got to sell? I'm thinking about selling my Willys 650 carburetor right there. I am thinking about selling my 650 gear that I have. That's basically brand new. Nodular case, all good stuff. And I'm thinking about selling my 620 gear. Thought about keeping it for Iowa, but I don't think it's going to work for Iowa. So if anybody knows anybody looking for gears or a carburetor, I'm going to put them up online, but I'll ship the carburetor. I won't ship the gears. It'd be way too much money for shipping. I do have the red cases for them, so But once I get the gear for this car, for the car we run, I'm going to do a little bit more organizing on this side, get all this stuff cleared out and stuff. That way I could get the car more over to this side. We can get this car away from the wall and back it up a little bit, and we can start working on it. I've been in cahoots with the engine builder, CJ Reed's Racing Engines and Transmissions. We've got a pretty good idea what we're going to build, or what he's going to build. Not we, but he is going to build. He says he knows what he's doing. I believe him. It is not the typical engine that you would think that you'd be running at a big show for $100,000 to win. But I have full trust and faith in him. He knows that if somehow, some way we win, he knows that his name's going to be on the car, and it could, I mean, that's pretty big reputation right there, you know, having one of your engines win a big race like that and beat out all them people. So, plus the chassis builder. I got in contact with him. I invited him because since this is a leaf spring car and I don't know anything about leaf spring cars, I invited him to come and work as a setup guy, or help us out with the setup guy, as a setup guy. He races 3/8 mile track up in Wisconsin, so he has a little bit of knowledge on that. He built this car. He said he used to win with it a lot. I don't know. It did pass tech at Beaver Dam, right there, 2002. GRC race cars out of Wisconsin. So, we've got a lot of things in the works. One thing is I'm going to get started on here soon is I think right here, a lot of open space. A lot of open space, and I have a lot of parts. So I think I'm going to come. So you got 1, 2 right here. I'm going to put a 4x4 post right here, over there. I don't know how tall. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 7 foot, 8 foot, maybe 7 foot. And I'm going to build a loft, I think, right in this area. That will still give me plenty of room for the cars to be back here. That will give me room to pull a car still up underneath the loft. And if it's 7 foot high, or 8 foot high, or whatever, that'll give me room to walk around up there. The sides might be a little short, but that's okay. But if I go that high, I can still raise the car up. If I put the scissor lift over here, it goes up, I think, 3 foot. So I'm still right there. I'm good to go. So I'll still have plenty of room. But that will give me a place to store a lot of my parts. Because I'm still paying a lot of money for 2 storage units that's full of race car parts, which equals $280 a month, I think. $160 a month. I was way off. Anyways, it's still money that here in a couple, let's see here, I've got about, I don't know, let's see here, I've got like 6 weeks left, and a big portion of my paycheck I will start getting back after 20 years. I'm not going to say, but I'm sure you guys can guess what that is. So, it's been a long time, and my last payment is coming up July 1st. So, with that being said, there's a couple things I need to pay off. I'm trying to find a way to save about $1,000 a month. That way I could put that money into an account for my racing program. I I'm not one to sit there and beg or get mad or anything, but it's been a difficult year because all the sponsors that I have on the car are my friends, okay? Well, I won't say all of them, but most of them. And I asked them and they were committed, but I have not yet to receive sponsorship money for this year. I'm not one of those guys. I mean, a lot of these guys, man, they rip it's just crazy. I'm not going to do that. They're still my friends. I'm still going to support them. They have supported me for the last couple of years. Times could be rough. They could be forgetting. They could be busy. I don't know. But you know, I still try to keep them involved with everything. Maybe they'll come through. Maybe out of the blue, they'll call me up and say, hey, man, I keep forgetting, but hey, stop by and pick up his check. That would help out a ton because I do need to get some tires. I'm going to probably end up ordering some tires either tonight or tomorrow. I don't want to because I really don't have the money to. I only need 2 of them. But that's like $160 that I don't really plan to spend. Plus, let's see here. I mean, I don't need to, I guess, this week. Because you remember this coming weekend, 2P Racing Industries, we're not racing. I got to go to Sandusky, Ohio. So, I mean, I could wait, but I hate waiting. Because then it seems like then I wait and maybe something happens with shipping. Then I get it at the last minute and blah, 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 blah. You know how it is. So, I'm going to put these gears up for sale. I'm going to put that carburetor up for sale. I mean, if I could sell the gears and the carburetor, that ought to get me a pretty good chunk of change to where maybe I can even buy maybe a couple tires and maybe a couple rims for the spares. I mean, I've got plenty of rims. Don't get me wrong. I got plenty of them, but they all got tires on them. And racing at different tracks with different rules suck. Okay, there is no way, shape, or form it helps the racer out by going to different tracks with different rules. But I do it because Indianapolis doesn't race every weekend, this class. Shady Hill doesn't race every single weekend with this class. But Shady Hill, I can run Hoosiers. Indianapolis, I have to run DOTs. So, no, it doesn't sound like a lot. But when I switch tires, okay, there's 2 things that go on with tires, okay? A Hoosier with the rim weighs, I can't remember how much it weighs. It doesn't weigh very much. I don't know. But a DOT tire and rim weigh about 13 pounds more per tire and rim than what a Hoosier does. And some people say that it doesn't affect scale numbers. And I beg to differ. 2 reasons. 2. I held up 2 reasons. 1 is here. Let's just put it on the camera so everybody knows I ain't lying. Oh, okay. DOT tire right here. Okay. We're going to put it up next to this Hoosier. Now, what do you guys notice? There is a huge difference in height, okay? There you go. Huge. I don't know if you guys can even see that. But that's a huge difference in height, okay? That's probably 3 inches taller. Well, when you put something that's 3 inches taller, that raises your ride heights. Huh. What's that do? Changes your weight percentages. What's that do? That affects the handling of the car. So, yes, I rescale the car. Yes, I make changes. That's why I do it. And the event that we raced Friday night, when the car's back together and good, and we race Shady Hill the next day, that makes for a tiresome day, because now I will give it to Indianapolis. Indianapolis runs their program very quick. They are on it. There's a wreck, boom, they got it cleaned up. No time flat. If you're coming up, you better be in that staging lane. When the last car pulls out off the track to the pits, they're moving the other cars in. I mean, there is no waiting. It's boom, 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 boom. They have a winner circle, but it's off the track. So that way, the winner pulls off the track. They go through tech. They get everything teched out. Good to go. They pull into the winner circle. It's off the track. The other race is already going. So, I mean, like I said, I mean, they're on it. Let's see, we had 6 classes, 100 and, I don't know, 35, maybe 40 cars the last time we raced, and we were home by 12:30 at night. Well, okay, 12:30 at night, that gives me enough time to get a shower and get in bed maybe by 2. Maybe sleep by 2:30. 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. I mean, I can get 6 hours of sleep, get up at 8:30 in the morning. The pit gates don't open till, what was it, 2? 2 o'clock at Shady Hill? So I could get up at 8:30, maybe 9, get 6.5, 7 hours of sleep. Get out here to the garage, as long as everything's good to go. Jack it up. Well, get it off the trailer, jack it up, change out them tires, but I'll already be sitting to the side. If I get that scissor lift going, it'll make things even faster, because I can raise up the whole car. Boom, 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 just like NASCAR, baby. Take them tires off, throw the other tires on. The car's all the way up in the air. I can put the scales right underneath all 4 corners. Lower the car down. Wait. I usually wait before I start scaling about 5 minutes. 5 minutes to let the car settle, let the shocks do the things, whatever. Read the scale numbers real quick, make the adjustments real quick, measure everything. Once I start getting in a good pattern, I will know what to change before I ever do that, and make even things go a little even bit more quicker. So, see, I got these big pallets from work, and right now they have stopped all their program going in, getting free skids and stuff. We have so much construction going on with new machines, and they're cutting the floors up inside the factory. We are pouring new concrete and just doing everything. And we have a lot of construction traffic. A lot of it. Looking for my tape measure. That daggum thing, I tell you what, I could have 40 of them, and I never can find a daggum one. But it's probably because everything looks like this. Crazy. I'll find it. But, yeah. So the wood program cut off for right now. Heck, it may be in the old truck or Suburban. And that's another thing. I got to get the Suburban in to the shop. I told him he can have it for a week or so, because we won't be racing. Get it out of here. Give me some room around here to do a few things. The wife and the girlfriend, they are taking the camper in 2 weeks and heading up north. So that'll be out my way for half a week. I don't know where that daggum thing is. I always lose it. Always lose it. We can walk out there to the trailer, I guess. Might be one out there. But anyways, I think I got enough of them pallets I could tear down and I can use to build the frame out of the loft. Now, I'm no carpenter. I'm not. But I think I have an idea of how it needs to go. And if I build it, let's just hope it holds. Because them parts are heavy. But I got ideas. Let's see here. I got the... Oh, hey. I did get the county. I got after the county. And I got them tearing up the... I got them tearing up the drain out there. I got them tearing up the drain out there so that way my yard doesn't flood. Well, daggum, ain't out here either. See, now that's two. That is two big tape measures. Now I can't find either one. I need somebody to keep an eye out on all my stuff, I guess. Daggum yard, that grass grows so fast. I just mowed the other day, but it rained yesterday. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I got to get to town to mow the other two properties in there. We'll get that done. But anyways, yeah, I think I got enough skids. So these skids, I think, are 8 by 10. And if that's the case, now these aren't technically 4 by 4 posts though. They are like maybe 4 by 3 or something right there. But I've got 8 of them all together. And I think if I put one in each corner, a couple of them in the back, and then go up, you know, at an angle, put an angle, 2 angle braces in the front. I might have to put one there in the middle, you know, kind of section it off. And that'd be fine. Gotta do what you gotta do. Is it ideal? Probably not, but it'll probably work. But I could probably get that going here in the next couple weeks. I think I got enough there to pretty much at least frame it. Then I'd have to get my angle, my brackets for the flooring, and then put those on, and then put my floor joists in, and get some plywood, shove up there, and then make some stairs. For all I care, I use a ladder for now. I got my ladder right there, but make some stairs off to the side here, and I think I'd work better. Still want to build a little cabin right here, but I think that would be building something up there in all that open space to get all these parts and stuff out of my way. See, that would open up the shop a lot more. So let's see here. So yeah, we got the Iowa car finally cleaned off. I found the block. I messaged the guy. See if it's still for sale. See if it's still available. If it is, I will probably try to pick it up when I get back from Ohio. I'll have to clean out the Suburban and Maybe he has a cherry picker. I got a cradle I can set it down in. Here's the back of the old Iowa car. I think we've opened it up before, but all original frame, all the way back to the back bumper, and hell, it's even got a bumper. And I don't know about the front. I haven't looked underneath the nose cone, but I do need to get a gear in. Check the calipers, check all the brakes. I'm probably going to do some stuff with the front end. Front ends aren't really that expensive. That's like $200 for all new front end parts. I'll probably end up getting all new front end parts and then take these as spares. That way everything's new. I want the best that I could possibly get. I know I keep saying this, for a guy to go out there and rip this car. I talked to him, by the way. Get him down here. We got to get this seat out, which it's not mounted. It's just sitting in there. But we got to get that seat out. I got a couple other seats over there, but I think he's taller than me. We're probably about the same size. I need to find out what size seat he uses. Get the seat in there. I need to get some new belts, updated belts, so that way they're in date. And then we need to figure out what transmission we're going to use. Right now, it is set up for a 2-speed power glide. I think this year is the first year that they've went to being able to use a manual transmission. I think. I'm not sure. But let's see here. It's got, look at that. All original, not been cut. Everything's original. Original motor mount placements. It's got the stock style shocks. Let's see here, the upper A-arms. I got to make sure they have the sticker, IMCA sticker on them. So I'll probably have to change those out. But we're going to get her done, folks. We are. Actually, I'm going to be starting on it here in just a few weeks. I've saved a couple chunks of lead. I've got this 60-pounder. This weighs like 15. So it's only like 75 pounds of weight, which isn't a whole lot. But I think I've got, maybe that's all I've got. But I need to look up to see how much the cars have to weigh. We'll have to paint them up, put the numbers. I'm going to have everything by the book to the T. To the T for this car. I don't want no problems. So I know a place where I can get some more lead if I need to borrow for that race. I can't remember how much this car weighs. We'll have to find out when we get the motor, transmission, the rear end, gear, all that good stuff in. I still need to figure out what gear to use. I think a 600 is what we're going to go with. Maybe something a little different that's not quite custom, airy. Not probably anybody else would use. But we're going to figure it out. So, all right, just a little update for today. And then we will, let's see here. We're going to get back on the other car tomorrow. If it's supposed to rain tomorrow, maybe it'll be cool. And I can shut the garage up, have the fan on. I don't have to have a gear in the rear end. But maybe I can put the tires and rims back on it. So that way I can move it around a little bit. Oh, I need to take that drive shaft. I got put a new grease zerk in it. Take it apart, clean all the dirt. Dirt does get in the mute joints. It just sits there and grinds them bearings in there. But take them apart, clean them all up. I could do that. Let's see here. If that gear does not come, which it will, I can slap something in there. I could slap the 620 in there, and we can give her a whirl. 620 with the 2-barrel, maybe taking 1 degree of timing out. I think that would dumb down the horsepower like 100 horsepower, maybe even more. Plus I added the weight a little bit. I don't know. I don't think it'd be fast enough. I don't know. I don't know if it'd get traction, but I mean, we could still try it. At least we go there, try it. If the other gear doesn't come in, if something happens or whatever, but I think it will. But hopefully I could back this car up. We can get this engine set down in the Iowa car for now, because there are a couple races coming up in Kokomo that I could take that car to. Kokomo is not a 3/8. It is a 1/4 mile, they say, but it is a big 1/4 mile around the outside. It's not a paper clip. It's more of a big D oval. So that might help us out with the setup a little bit on the car, see how it goes. But yeah, I got to get... This side is basically... All the wrap is off on this side. The top, I don't think I'm going to take the wrap off. I think I'm just going to, well, go right over it. This side, well, the fender's off. The wrap's on the fender, but I still have to work at this and get the rest of this off. I don't know if we're gonna wrap it. I mean, it's nice to wrap because, I don't know, a couple hours and you're done. Instead of painting it and this and that and doing this. I will have to see how Zach is doing on time. Zach Bunning out of Illinois. He does my wraps for me. I've already contacted him. He said he's be more than happy to do it. Just let him know. That way he has plenty of time. So he done the wrap for the other car. But yeah, I need to get a heat gun. Heat gun, take that wrap off, get the rest of it off. And we'll be ready to rip. I promise you, we'll be ready to rip. So you guys have a good day. Oh, hey, before I go, daggum, man, I'm gonna say goodbye, but I'm gonna make another quick, short little clippy and give a shout out. That way it's at the beginning of the video and not at the end. So you all have a good night, and we will see you guys tomorrow.